You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast. You can find me on Twitter and Gap.ai. This is a Real American Patriot channel for Real American Patriot. If you're not a Real American Patriot, please exit the channel. Furthermore, we are not sponsored by any outside interference. That means we're unscripted, unrehearsed, and unedited. With that being said, transmission will commence momentarily. How you guys doing? Thank you for joining me on the Highly Evolved Podcast. You can find me on Twitter and Gap.ai. Or not just that, but lately I've been facing a lot of censorship from YouTube by them putting my video on private when I didn't put on private. So it's harder to reach people. And because of that, because all these censorship that YouTube was implementing, right, I decided to make a account with BitChute. So as of right now, from every video that I produce from right now, it will go automatically to BitChute. All right. Not only that, I created a mine account. If you want to join me on my account, just follow me on my account. I'll leave a link in the description below. But on that note, guys, let's start the show. On this episode, I want to discuss about how evil the show business industry. When I say show business, it just does not include Hollywood. When I say show business, it implied on mainstream media, publications, music, all those stuff, right? Stage productions. That's what I'm talking about, show business. And show business is a very satanic, sex cult, Luciferian, Saturnalian industry. It's a sick industry, right? And in this episode, I want to discuss about an article that I read from the Daily Caller about how they perform and how they use sex as a prop to blackmail people, right? In this article, it said SNL alumni Chris Kattan claimed Lorne Michaels suppressed him to have sex with the director. Now, let's continue with this article, all right? Former SNL cast member and comedian Chris Kattan claimed producer Lorne Michaels persuaded him into having sex with the director. Chris Kattan, 48, wrote in his memoir, Baby Don't Hurt Me, that Michael, creator of SNL, encouraged him to have sex with Amy Heckling so she would commit to the film Night at the Roxbury, according to a report published on Tuesday on page 6. If you don't know, Night at the Roxbury is starring these two brothers that's very flamboyant that like to go out to the nightclub. Now, if you're a millennial, you wouldn't know what a nightclub is, but back in the 90s, social events was encompass going to nightclub to meet people. That's how it was. Going to bars, nightclubs, dance. That's how they meet people back in the days. I mean, millennials wouldn't understand because nightclubs are phasing out. Nobody goes there no more if there is. And same goes for bars. Bar is basically phasing out as well. All right. But let's continue. That's what basically the movie's about. But if you want to check it out, just go rent it. You'll see it. It's probably on Netflix or something. But let's continue. Heckling alleges came onto Chris Kattan, who was at the time turned her down. That's a rare thing, the guys turn her down, but it does exist. Guys do tear women down. And when a guy turn a woman down, it's more detrimental to a guy than it is to a girl. When a guy get rejected, see, look, guys get rejected almost all the time, so they're immune to it. They're used to it. I'm not saying aren't men out there who's very weak who can't handle rejection, but most likely most guys can handle rejection because they've been rejected most of their life. They're conditioned to it. Whereas for women, they're not conditioned to be rejected, so it's very more detrimental to a woman to be rejected by a man than it is for a man to be rejected by a girl. So when a man rejects a woman, it's very disheartening to a woman. All right, they're gonna question themselves, what's wrong with her? Is she like inferior or something, whatnot? But I digress. That's gonna be a topic for another video. But let's finish this article. The following day, Chris Kattan claimed he got a call from Michaels, who wasn't happy with the comedian's decision and claimed Heckling was planning to back down from the project. Quote, Paramount would only do the movie if Amy signed on as a director, as the producer. Chris Kattan recalled Michaels telling him if he wanted to make sure the movie happened, then he had to keep Amy happy. That's crazy. See, women do have the same sex drive as men. This woman, she is sexually promiscuous. She want sex. All right, but let's continue. Chris, I'm not saying you have to f her, but it wouldn't hurt. Michael allegedly told Chris Kattan. All right, I think this is her. You can tell she's a liberal, lesbian, or feminist. Straight up. All right, Kattan claimed he and Heckler eventually had a mutual encounter, and he was very afraid of the power heckling and Lorne wielded over her career. All right. She thought it would be fun to have sex on Lorne's desk, Chris Kattan wrote. Wow, what a great idea, Jesus Christ, I said politely. F, no, to that. So we end up going to her office and having sex there. Yep, you guessed it, the casting couch. Heckler wound up signing into the movie as a producer, and representative of SNL reportedly denied Chris Kattan's claim. All right. This woman, this is occurring in the Me Too movement, right? Women like to say they're not promiscuous, they're not, they don't have the same sex drive as men. But if anything proven right by this article, it shows that women are more sexually active than men are. All right. What happened to men Me Too? Guys don't have a right to reject women. You know? So it's okay for a woman to reject a man, but a man can't reject a woman. This is how sick Hollywood is. They have to do all these sexual favors to get parts. That's the casting couch. It's in the article. But this shows how sick the industry is. In order to get a part, you have to perform all these lewd acts. It's just, people need to understand Hollywood more. Hollywood operate in a sex occultist industry. There's a bunch of Luciferian, Satanists, satanic people in Hollywood. All right, in order to get on top, no pun intended, in order to get ahead in their industry, they have to perform sexual favors. All right, not only that, but they have to do not only sexual favors, but blood sacrifice. All right, sacrifice people they know. How come all these famous people that you know have known a dead person? That when they reach that pinnacle of fame, they are associated with somebody who died. All right, it's blood sacrifice, blood rituals. All right, all these occultic things. It's very satanic. Unfortunately, in this article we read, nobody died because nobody died. Thank God. But it also tells you that these practices of sexual favors also exist in the sick industry. All right? Hollywood is a 6666 sick, not SIX, even though it is 666 over there, but it's SICK industry. All right? If you want to get on top, you want to be big, you have to perform sexual acts. And that's something I don't vibe with. I don't agree with. Right? It's not based on how talented they are. That's why you had to question all these people who won these award shows, these Oscars, right? All the people who won these Oscars, all the people who won these Grammys, right? These idol worshiping. You have to wonder, did they really earn this award, or did they perform a sexual act to get these awards? Okay, especially the women and the men too. I'm not excluding the men. The men probably have to do some homosexual acts or something too. But these liberal world, people start waking up. People already see how sick the industry is. This is why I'm not pursuing this industry. I'm out of this industry. I'm out for good. I'm not gonna persuade it. I have a degree, a Bacchus degree, or a bachelor, or a Bacchus. That's what it is, in theater, and so I know how these things are performed. All right, I know all the inside, how people get their parts. People who audition for parts know the director. It's very, in this industry, it's very touchy. All right, it's It's sick. I just want to tell you that. But, you know, SNL, they're the same as Hollywood. All right, even though they're based in New York, they are still in the show business industry. Is this? I just disapprove everything they do. These Hollywood and people need to wake up. I mean, people are starting to wake up to see how really bad the Hollywood industry is. But people need to dive down deep and down to see how sick this industry is. People have to die for certain parts. If you are a threat, if you're not, if they find you unliable or finding you aren't selling enough tickets, they take you out. They put a code red on you, meaning you're a threat to their industry. You might snitch on them. All right. It had to do with a lot of Greek mythology, Roman mythology, the Babylonian mystery school, if you know about that. It's just sick. All right. But this is a little thing of what to expect if you are pursuing that industry. Don't say that I didn't warn you. All right. Prepare to drop trousers, all right, and look at some phallic sign or whatever it is, right? But that's what you're going to be encountered. The casting call. People think it's a myth. It's a real thing. All right? These celebrities out there, people in mainstream media try to say, oh, it's not a real thing. Don't trust them. Why would you want to trust these people? All right? The Hollywood industry is just an arm of the Pentagon, arm of the deep state. They're a division of propaganda. They're used by the deep state to control the narrative in a society, how society flows. All right. This is why you see a lot of movies these days are pushing transgender, transhumanism, all right, lesbianism, feminism, feminists. All right, they're pushing a narrative. That's why you need to learn how to avoid these things. All right, why all of a sudden? Why wasn't this narrative being projected a few years ago, and all of a sudden they decided to pull the switch that push these propaganda so much, especially in the Marvel MCU, the Disney industry. Disney is a very satanic industry, all right? Disney is a satanic company. That's what I want to say. Is all these magic, witchcraft. When they say the magical kingdom, what does that really mean? Witchcraft, witchery, all right? You're not supposed to play this with these stuff. Disney is a very, how would I say this, a Luciferian company, all right? Mason, Babylonian mystery school. I could go way deep in this. Egyptian, idol worshipping, idolatry. But yeah, I digress. But this is the six stuff. I'm trying to hold myself from cursing. The six stuff you're gonna expect. All right, if you're gonna want to read this article, I'll leave it in the description below. All right, I already mentioned Google try to censor me. All right, you go. Because of that, I'm making more of my video content available on other platforms like BitChute and mine.com. You want to check it out, go check out mine and BitChute. Follow me over there. All right. And as always, follow me on YouTube, because when you follow me on YouTube, it encourages me to make more videos. And so I can reach out to more people and tell them the real message of how this world works. All right. On that note, I thank you for listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast. My name's Stefan. And I try not to waste your time, and I do not want to waste your time. And on that note, guys, thanks for listening. All right. And I bid you peace. As of right now, I'm checking out.